What's up, guys? Ziggy here with FalTac. Different video. It's not holster related, it's flashlight related. Have you ever been LARPing in the woods, doing your thing with your buddies, or making a holster and all of a sudden your Streamlight breaks? As in, the battery compartment becomes unhinged and, well, it's not that good anymore. Obviously, this won't work, and it kind of sucks for holster making because, well, it doesn't stay shut anymore. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. It does require taking it apart a little bit in some epoxy, but we'll make it good as new. So let's go ahead and let's just dive into it and fix this. Even though they have a lifetime warranty, I use this for holsters. So let's just fix it, make it right, and then we could continue what we're doing. So I got a piece of glass here, and that's going to be for mixing the epoxy. But what we need to do is, if you notice the two springs in here, that go on each side of this. Now, it is virtually impossible to get this to click in with that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take it apart. So find the appropriate Allen key and take this screw out. Once that screw comes out, you take the cap off and push that out. All right. And there's a gasket too, but I forgot to put that back on. All right, so now what you're going to have to do is this is going to have to go in here like so, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to put it back in, and make sure you put it in the right way. If you notice, there is that right there, the lip. That lip goes underneath there, and that's what keeps it shut. So make sure that is down. And you can see where the little dabs of epoxy were. So you're going to put epoxy on it, and then we're going to push it right in, and then just let it cure. But for now, I have to. Let's push that back out so we can get the epoxy in there. All right. So again, with that being in there, we're going to leave that be, and then we're going to mix up some epoxy. Now this is 2-part, 5-minute epoxy. It's good for like 4,000 pounds. We'll just mix that up. And again, with this, you can see where they were before. A little dab will do ya, but I like to go overboard, and it's still going to work anyway, so I'm not too worried. But I'm going to go ahead and place the epoxy on both sides. Maybe getting that little lip right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. And then, again, this lip right in the top. Go. And then you could clean off any excess that squishes out. And then we're going to go ahead and let that set. So technically, I mean, this screw holds it all together, so you can do that anyway. But we're going to go ahead, put a clamp on it. And we're going to set it aside, and I'll come back to it in about half an hour. Again, I'm going to let that cure for about a half an hour, and then I'll come back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a holster and then come back and fix that. So stay tuned. And we are good to go. That should be rock hard by now. Let's get everything out of the bin. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach everything to this now. And that is going to be putting this gasket on, so it continues to be waterproof. It does look like it only goes one way, so with the it's chamfered in there. So I'm going to put the chamfered head down. And then this is exactly the same on both sides, it's ambidextrous. And we're going to throw that in there. And then you're going to set your Allen screw back in. And that's going to hold the buttons on. Good to go. I'm not going to over tight it because just in case it breaks in the future. And then you have your momentary on and then your click. All right, so then let's put this in here. And it's in. So now let's just verify it works. I'll grab a couple, let's see here. Helps if I put it in right. All right, so this one's positive down, and that one's positive up. All right. And there we are. So, that is how we fix a broken Streamlight. And I wish I figured that out earlier, because, like I said, I ended up selling one to another holster maker. And, no, now back in business. Well, now you guys know that it is completely possible to fix it in your shop. The epoxy is going to hold good. This is nothing wrong with it now. You can go ahead, keep training, keep doing your thing. In my case, I'm going to keep making holsters, and that's all there is to it. So I keep the batteries out of all my holster molds, or at least flashlights that I use for them, just for, you know, so they don't burn or melt the Kydex. But now you at least know that you don't have to send it into Streamlight. You don't have to wait for, you know, getting there and then returning. You can go ahead and fix it by yourself, because a lot of times it's a lot faster and a lot cheaper in the long run. It costs me nothing but a few moments of my time. So on that note, I got more things to do. I'll see you guys later. Bye.